What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 18. Child, I don't remember what episode this is, but episode 10. And y'all, unbelievable. Okay, this season it's crazy. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force. Yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey that's good plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings all for my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off every load. One time, sit down in a class and we both let only see the road and the one in the road.
Looking for ways to improve your health? Look no further. Visit www.shayreneeonline, where we provide healing beyond the prescription pad. We have hand-blended teas and herbs that are going to provide you with ultimate immune health, cold-pressed juices, as well as sea moss gels that are going to provide you with your daily vitamins and nutrients in just 2 tablespoons. Shop www.shayrenee.net and receive free shipping on all orders over $75. Don't wait, because a healthy life is ahead. Y'all, this season has been extremely crazy because number one, we have Alexis Bellino back on Jesus Jugs. Okay. She is on here really going to bat for John, which was Shannon's ex-boyfriend. Okay. She's on here totally taking his side. You know, literally, that's her whole entire storyline this season, where she's coming on here to defend his honor and make sure everybody knows that he's not a bad guy. And Tamra's whole storyline is to make Shannon look bad and make her look like an alcoholic, because as we all know, before the season even started, the headlines were all talking about Shannon and this DUI that she got. Hell, we're going to have the same thing going on with Real Housewives of Potomac with Paul Karen. Okay, they're going to be talking about that all daggone season. So here's a prelude to Potomac. Okay, so Alexis, I'm going to give you a quick little backstory before we get into this episode. So Alexis really thought she ate on that episode where her and Shannon finally came together and had a conversation. And she's like, "There's the door, Shannon Bador." I was like, girl, you really thought you ate? You really thought you ate with that? No, baby. Your food was cold and soft when you tried to eat with that. Waiter, take it back. It wasn't working. Okay. Literally, Shannon, if you didn't say anything to her all season, I would pay that lady dust. It would be so dusty in the air that she would just, only thing she would hear is me going, I said, that is how much I will only give her the dustiest air out of my throat. That's all you would get. Because I would not even give you the satisfaction of thinking that you are going to remotely try to be entertaining on this show. Like, Alexis, girl, don't nobody care about you and John? John talking about I never wanted the spotlight. You know, Shannon's making me look bad. No, John the brokey. She was paying for everything. Shannon said she was paying for everything throughout y'all relationship. Now the thing is that Shannon got this DUI because we all know Shannon a little overzealous, a little overreactive, okay, if you will. Shannon has always been over the top with her personality. So I guess her and John got it, the whole shtick or story of it all. She got into an issue with John. Okay, they got into an argument. She wanted to show him how pissed off she was, so she revved her car up out of the driveway. She's already intoxicated, and she ran into somebody's house or whatever. So John apparently has some camera footage, some ring camera footage of her speeding out of his driveway so bad that, or so fast rather, that she almost ran over one of his kids. Which I'm like, why you wait till the show come on to say that you got said footage? Why you ain't give that footage to the cops? So we're gonna talk about in this episode where we opening up on episode 10 that John acted like he didn't even care about Shannon. So Shannon apparently was leaving the house intoxicated, drunk, or whatnot. He didn't even care to check on her, try to stop her, nothing. He just let her go on about her way. She ran into the person's house and she sent him a picture immediately afterwards. I guess to garner some type of sympathy or to show him, hey, look what I did to myself. I hurt myself over what the hell we was arguing about, whatever. You know how some people, everything is like really elevated to them. They don't have real world problems type things. So they do extra shit like this, whatever. That's Shannon. So Shannon sends him this picture and he didn't even respond. But then he asks, so when the police come to do the police report and all this stuff is going on, now he's like, what happened? Oh my God. What did you do? You knew what happened. Or you didn't give a damn. Shannon, this man don't give two diabolical shits about you. Okay? He could give a fuck less. All right? So he's sitting up there sending Alexis on the show. You don't want attention, but now you got Alexis on the show to cause problems and constantly talk trash to Shannon and constantly poke the bear. But we also have into play this $75,000 lawsuit. So John is now suing Shannon for $75,000 for her facelift. Okay. Apparently he paid for the facelift. Now he wants his money back. But Shannon says she paid for everything throughout the entire relationship. She done paid for the man's shoes. She paid for a birthday vacation for one of his daughters where they all went somewhere together. And it was over $10,000 for this lavish vacation. Child, listen, let me tell you something, Shannon. You don't buy no shoes, girl. Because them the same shoes, they going to walk out your life, girl. That's what my grandmother said, child. But I ain't bought a nigga no shoes since. Well, except my husband. But when he walk out, I'm going to get something. But, whatever. Moving on. Shannon, why was you doing that, girl? Why was you paying for all this stuff for this man? Girl, you is rich. Like, for real rich. Not like the fake rich that people be out here pretending like they rich on some of these other shows. We gonna talk about that. But you really got the coins, okay? All the ladies on this show really got the coins. Why is you shelling them out to some man, girl? That ain't what we supposed to be doing. Ladies don't pay for the skizzies with the man. That ain't what we do, okay? He need to be coming and whining and dining you. He know what it is. This is Orange County, baby. I'm on the real. I'm on the Tizoob. You got to come right over here, okay? But Shannon is really going through it. She dealing with Alexis on the show. Then she dealing with Tamra and her need a facelift ass over here talking shit, talking about, well, you don't need to be drinking. You're an alcoholic. Shannon, Tamra, you a goddamn alcoholic. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. Because last season when you was on that boat talking all that shit to Shannon and you about damn near love overboard, okay, threw yourself overboard that damn ship because you was too busy being a lush, enjoying all the drinks with a pineapple and an orange in it. How you doing? Girl, stop. You really want to beat a dead horse here. Every time they out. Were you drunk, Shannon? Do you think you should be having a drink, Shannon? Tamara, do you think you need to be having a drink? Maybe you need a muzzle. That's what you need. Bartender, can I get a martini with a size of muzzle for this one? That's what she need. Tamra is so fake. I don't even know why any of these women. I don't know how any of these women pay her ass any attention, because I would be paying Tamra dust. Shannon should be paying Tamra dust and Alexis. Mind you, Tamra has become besties with Alexis this season. And the last time I seen Alexis was when you was throwing her out of your event, calling her Jesus jugs. Now you her bestie, trying to be friends with her because you trying to keep your own story. You don't got nothing to talk about. So your storyline is going after Shannon, who's supposed to be your friend. Is that your friend? Is that your friend? It's not your friend. Mm-mm. Tamra is so fake. I could never, ever. Okay. So moving on the episode, let's get into the episode. So y'all, now that we have a little bit of a backstory, I think I did a video before where we talked about Jen and her finances and Gina with her fake ass. Katie, I likes Katie. Katie is new. She has the major league golfer, husband. Okay. And she played golf too. I think she was a golf commentator or something like that as well. But yeah, Katie came on here. Gina set her up to her and Sutton. Gina, Katie, and Sutton met. And Gina tried to act like, yeah, Heather's my friend, but she bougie and blah, blah, blah. And Sutton act like she's scared of damn Heather or she don't really fuck with her. So Katie is like, ooh, I'm going to make my mark by starting some shit with Heather. So then she comes on the show starting some shit with Heather, thinking that's going to get her foothold and planted into the ground. And it's like, Katie, you ain't even had to do all that, girl, because you over here throwing stones at a glass house with Heather. And I mean literally a glass house, because she is just as solid as a damn rock. She don't give a damn about what nobody say. Heather is her mindset is, I'm very rich, bitch. I'm absolutely rich. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. Butler, get her out of here. That's Heather. Okay? She got a bell for all you bitches. Removal, please. She don't care about you. She don't give a damn about you and the horse you rode in on. She don't care. So Katie came up with this whole cockamamie. Oh, there was Heather hired paparazzi to come and take pictures of her and her family at Disney World or wherever the hell they was at. If she did, so what? Like, who cares? It's Heather. She's very rich. Moving on. Gina, Gina and Travis breaking up. I really don't care. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't care. Gina, you moved out of that house with that man because you are tired of him. I don't know what type of arrangement he got with his ex-wife, where I don't know if the wife got to pay him or he won't get a divorce because of what. I don't know. Gina want the man to get a divorce. He ain't getting no divorce. Sorry for you. She done kicked him on out the house. He got his own place. Now she's sad because, she feeling bad because the kids and this, that, and the third. Girl, you don't feel bad. You wanted your kids to have their own room, or you wanted them to have more space. Both of y'all had 3-piece kids each. Like, how was them kids gonna fit in that little house? 6 of them. But I mean, hell, the old woman in the shoe made it work, child. Why can't you? Moving on. I guess this dick wasn't that good for you to keep it the damn brown. And now you want to sit here crying and curling on and complaining and making excuses, but using him as your excuse for you being a shady little bitch lying behind people's back. How dreadful. Then you over here don't even know. You don't know whether you want to be friends with Heather. Y'all be using Heather for her very rich behavior, but then y'all don't like her for it. It's interesting. One minute y'all calling Heather bougie and she this and that and the third, and she really, you have to have loyalty to Heather, and if she'll turn her back on you and you can't piss her off. Then the next minute, y'all like, ugh, I don't really care about her because she thinks she all that and blah blah. Tamara, I remember when you tried to get her off the show, you wanted her off the show because you thought she was just too pretentious. But now y'all on this lady's private jet, living your best life. Y'all like the benefits of Heather. That's what it is. But y'all don't like the fact that Heather has all these benefits. Make it make sense. I don't like people that sit up here and try to use people and it always got a gimme can you spare in your heart. Where it's okay when I'm here doing things for you and when you benefit from my appearance. But when I'm here after you get what you want, now it's like, ugh, she don't mind her. Ugh, get out. Child, unbelievable. Okay. So Shannon is sitting there talking to Heather, telling, we're gonna get into the story now. Shannon is sitting there talking to Heather. She showed her the picture of when she had the car accident. Her face was all bloody right after the accident type of thing. And she was like, she told her the story of when she sent the picture to John because John was acting like he had no idea what was going on when the cops got there. He didn't know what happened. And Shannon was like, I had sent him this picture before the cops came. Like, I'm literally, the accident happened. I came to and I took this picture and sent it to John. And he didn't say nothing. Now, all of a sudden, you got camera footage of me almost running over one of your children. This is extortion at its best, okay? This man is trying to get all of the Mario coins out of Shannon. He can't use her anymore because they not sleeping together no more. Now he over there fucking on Jesus jugs every day. Every day. Okay. She's talking about, oh my God, me and John, like we literally have sex 3 times a day. Oh my God. We literally, oh my God, I've never had this much sex in my life. Oh my God. And I love it. Girl, your vagina is raw as hell. Girl, bye. Get you some oil up that cooch. Cause that shit is not, that is not realistic. And you is lying, girl. You is lying. Cause he is old. And then them ladies was talking about his dick all big and hanging down to the ground like a baby's arm. Girl, no. You is not fucking on this man 3 times a day, girl. You don't even look like you can take all that dick. You know what? Maybe he's sticking it in your mouth. And he probably need to because you talk too much. Yeah, you talk a lot. So maybe one of them times he fucking your mouth so you can shut the fuck up. There's a thought. Moving on. So Heather is like really consoling Shannon. She feels so bad. She's like, oh my gosh, Shannon, I can't believe this. I know it has to be hard having, Alexis here. And, this is terrible. Oh my God, I feel so bad. So then they switch to the scene where Alexis is sitting there talking to, child, what is this child name? Shannon, Gina. Emily, girl, child, I done forgot Emily's name, baby. That's crazy. Emily comes in and she's talking to Alexis, okay? So she's basically telling her about Shannon having the breakdown the night before and how, Gina slipped up and told Shannon about the video footage because Shannon didn't know that there was video footage of her almost allegedly running over one of John's kids, okay? So now Shannon already felt bad about her DUI. Now she's feeling even worse because she could have potentially ran over one of his children. So she's just like all bent out of shape. So Emily is telling Alexis, can you guys just settle? Like, this is just too much. It's starting to feel like harassment, like you're harassing Shannon. It's just a whole lot on a person. Like, can you see where Shannon is coming from? She's broken up with this guy, and then you on here talking smack. She ain't say that, but that's basically what she's trying to reason with Alexis. And Alexis is like, I really just don't like how everybody is making it seem like I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the one that's causing all these problems. And John is just such a good guy and he's getting such a bad rep. You know what? I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay in my room and complain. So she stays in her room because she mad because everybody trying to reason with her dumb ass. So she stays in her room and talks to Johnny J. That's what she called him. That she fucked 3 times a day. Moving on. Emily goes to dinner, and Shannon shows up. Heather convinces Shannon to come to dinner. Before they go to dinner, Shannon, Emily, and Tamra are sitting at the bar. Like they're gonna have a drink before they sit down and eat. So Shannon orders a drink, something with gin in it, I think. And Tamra's like, "You think you should be drinking? Are you sure? Like, you need to stop. This is not a good look for you." Tamra, unbelievable. You are not designated Dan, ma'am. You are just definitely not the judge and jury of the cocktails. Stop. Please stop. Because you just had your thumb up Emily's ass. Because you was that damn drunk. I'll never get that drunk where I'm sticking my fingers in somebody's ass. That's too much. You need to challenge how much alcohol you drinking. Because that's dead. Okay? Moving on. So they all go sit down to eat for dinner. And you know, uh, Gina get to talking about something, or somebody say something, and then they end up bringing up Alexis not coming to dinner, and Shannon is there, so Shannon says, "You know what? Can we just not talk about Alexis or John and all tonight? I just want to have a good time. Like I just can't take anymore. Like I really just want to have a good time tonight. I can't take it anymore." And she's like, you know what? From now on, I don't want to be in any more rooms with her. Like I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to see her. And Heather's like, "Well, you kind of got to see her tomorrow because like the fashion show's tomorrow. So it's like, you got to be there. And we're all here together. So it's like we're going to be on a plane together. So. So Shannon is like, "Okay, I'm gonna do what I have to do for the fashion show, but then I'm out. I'm Audi 5,000. I'm gonna get my own flight home because I'm very rich. And even though he's asking me for $75,000 and I could probably easily pay it, I don't want to. Okay." I don't want to do any of that. And she said, "You know what? You know what? My lawyer called and I was going to settle with John for the $75,000. But I said that he has to," basically, she wanted a clause in there where he can't be out here putting all this slanderous stuff. She's like, "I'll give you your $75, but $75,000, but I raised you. Don't be talking smack about me. Don't be putting no videos out here. You can't even utter my name. Okay, if you say anything about me, I'm gonna have 75,000 times 5 out of your ass. Okay, play with me if you want to, because I'm a very rich bitch, and you know this. That's why you over here trying to extort money out of me, because I was paying for everything. And you think you're slick trying to get this money out of me with your broke ass out here perpetrating." She ain't say that, but she should have. But moving on. So Shannon is explaining all of this, how she's so upset and how she didn't do nothing. And this man is just really, really taking it over the top. But then she says, "You know what? I don't want to hear nothing else." Tamara's like, "You sure you should be drinking?" Tamara, shut. Somebody put a muzzle on this crypt keeper face ass bitch. Tamra is just the worst. She is such a conniving little liar. She will do whatever. That is a production puppet if I ain't never seen one. She don't got nothing going on. So her whole deal is to antagonize people. I would ignore her. She can't stand when Shannon ignores her ass, because then she's like, "So you're just gonna walk away?" Yeah. Yeah. Cause what you doing right here is gonna cause me to sock and bop your mouth. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get on out of here. So Shannon walks off because she's pissed, because she trying to tell them, "Listen, I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to talk about it." But then she yelling and screaming in the hallway, and Jen comes out there to check on her. So Shannon is just going off about John and him suing her and how she ain't trying to give him no money. Alexis on here trying to be his little Captain Saber hoe. She don't know what she talking about. And Shannon is just absolutely going off the rails. Okay. So then she comes back to the table and she's like, "Please, guys, I don't want to hear nothing else about John." So then Gina starts talking about something else. They change the subject and make it very lighthearted. And they have a good night for the rest of the night. So Moving on. Okay. Moving the hell on. I don't know what the hell they was. What did Gina say that made them laugh? I want to go back because I don't know what the hell could have happened to Gina where she makes it a lighter moment. Anyway, Shannon said something about Gina, and she was like, "Well, I'm used to you deflecting and making it all about me anyway, Shannon." I think it was kind of talking about Gina and her drinking problem because Gina had a DUI too, by the way. So she knows how this generally works. No, I lost it. This is the day that the Lord has made for this fashion show. Okay. So everybody getting up, getting themselves together and whatnot. Alexis goes over to talk to Heather. So she asked Heather, how was everything last night? Because, of course, she didn't go. So Heather was like, yeah, everything was cool. You know, we had a couple of drinks, had a good time. You know, Tamara put her finger in Emily's butt, and, you know, it was all good. I'm like, girl, what? What is it with y'all and doing weird shit to each other when y'all drunk? But whatever. So Alexis is like, yeah, I just decided that I didn't want to go because, obviously, Shannon is fragile and Emily came over talking to me about this and that and the third and how, Shannon was feeling. And, I don't want to be a burden to her, but also, she's wrong and John is a good person and I'm not going to allow her to make him look bad. And did Alexis, the problem is you were not there. So you sitting up here acting like you were there. So you need to defend this man. He is a poor damsel in distress, a doe in the woods, child, and everybody is trying to just take his fur and take him for bad. Girl, stop. Just stop. Meanwhile, we got Katie over here talking to Jen. Now, mind you, Jen done got a nice little break this episode because she flew in because she had to have a sit down with her ex-husband because she ain't getting no spousal support, no child support, no nothing. So she had been awarded, I think she's getting $6,000 a month or something like that, an emergency support monthly. But I just don't understand. Wasn't he working for her parents? So if her ex-husband was working for her parents were paying him. So why can't the child? I don't know. That's a whole nother story. But Jen, I think Jen is cute. I think she has a beautiful personality, but I just think that Jen is just, oh, dude, where's the ball? She's just so bubbly. Like she never had to take care of herself, never had to do nothing for her damn self. So baby girl don't even know how to pay the light bill. Okay. So she just trying to figure out how to adult. But it's like you trying to learn how to adult and you're got to be late 40s, approaching early 50s. This is too late in life, baby. It's too late. But she got to do it. She got to do it. I don't even know if Jen know how to pump her own gas, child, but I digress. Moving on, you got Katie sitting there talking to Jen, and Katie is like, I really want to have a conversation with Heather because I feel like Heather doesn't listen to me, and I just feel like Gina really threw me under the bus. Like she really threw me under the bus with these paparazzi things because she told me to bring it up. She told me to bring up the paparazzi pictures, but then she tried to make it seem like I was the bad guy, but she was the one all part. I'm like, Katie, girl, we don't need to have this conversation no more. You beat it down to the get down. Okay, we done beatbox the hell out of this. Let it go. Apparently, Heather has forgiven you, but not for real. Just move on. Do you want to be Heather's friend that bad? I mean, she don't live in the big ass house no more. I think they sold that, right? So that would have been the house that you want to go over because it was just so many amenities and so amazing. She don't have that house no more. So you ain't got to worry about trying to go over there and be nosy. Let it go. Let it burn, girl. Leave her alone. And that what is I don't know what it is with this thing of I have to be right with stuff with women. It's real weird. But moving on. So they go, everybody groups up. This is before they go to the fashion show or whatever. Um, Heather has the is Heather, Shannon, Katie, and Jen. are going to some healing thing where they all, kneeling Indian style outside and listening to the sounds of nature and grounding and doing all this stuff. Emily, Alexis, Tamra, and Gina are making muffins and talking shit. So Alexis is like, talking about John and carrying on and going on about him, about how much she feel bad for him and how she's going to take Shannon down if she doesn't tell the truth. And, she wants John to settle, but John isn't going to settle. And John doesn't want anybody making him look bad. Emily is just like, girl, you got to stay out of this. This is too much. You are too emotionally invested into something that absolutely had nothing to do with you. You were not in this relationship. Why are you so emotionally invested? Mind you, Alexis is also talking about not being invited to stuff and how she doesn't want to be left out of things because Shannon feels uncomfortable. You are a friend of the show, baby. Did you forget that? You're not a main cast member. So you don't have to be invited to everything. You are technically Heather's friend. So you are friend of. You are not a main cast member. So she gets on my nerves with I didn't get invited. I don't want to make it where I'm not invited to stuff. I just think that's not fair that I didn't get invited. Alexis, friend of contract. Read it. You are not a main cast member, baby girl. Shut up. So Emily is talking and trying to reason with Alexis. Tamra is over here like, well, I don't think Alexis' feelings should be pushed to the side. Tamra is over here playing major protagonist, okay? Major protagonist because she don't have no storyline this season. So her storyline is pissing off Shannon and taking her further over the rails than she already is. Tamra is useless for real. Like you can have anybody that's just on somewhere irking people, but that's not entertaining. She's a loser. Like stop. And you too, and Tamra, you are just getting too old, and I see it in your face. I don't care how many surgeries you have, girl. Just embrace getting old, cause you starting to look just like your damn mama. Moving on. They pound the dough and sand and whatnot. Shannon doesn't come out at first because she is just crying and sobbing, having the worst night of her life. She's sad. She don't really want to be around the other ladies yet, but she ends up coming out of her room and coming over and doing this little healing session or whatever, grounding into the ground. Moving on, okay. Shannon ended up damn falling asleep, child. It looked like her ass asleep. But moving on, everybody begins to get ready for this fashion show event. Shannon is looking very disheveled. She's very all over the place. She's upset because she's just like, oh my God, what happened last night? Now I got to deal with all this stuff with John. He ain't taking this settlement. I don't want to pay this man no money. Blah, blah, blah. If I'm Shannon, I don't want to pay John nothing either. You're not getting no money from me. Okay? You're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to stomp it out of me. I'm not giving you nothing else. I gave you enough while we were in a relationship. You got another bitch. Get some money from this hoe. Because what y'all not about to do is be living off of me at this point. Because I'm very rich and you very much are not. And I'm not sourcing your relationship. So they go. Everybody gets ready for the event. Heather looks extremely beautiful. I just think Heather is beautiful. She's aging very gracefully. She must have had some melanin in her family somewhere. Like Heather must have had, a great great grandfather that was black because that skin is really really good. Like she got a little melanin in there that I can see is giving her a touch of aging slower. And I don't think Heather has had any surgery despite having Terry as a husband. And I love her and Terry's relationship. Both of them are equally sarcastic and they understand each other's humor. And I think they appreciate each other and their roles in the relationship. I know some seasons back, they were struggling with that, where Heather wanted to go back. She was actually a really good actress. Heather was struggling with wanting to work but then she, ended up being a stay-at-home mom. She loves her children, so she sacrificed her career for that. Terry, he loved having Heather at home, and he likes to work and provide for his family. He really didn't want Heather working a lot, but he also cheered her on when she was working. So I'm glad that they are able to create balance, okay? And maybe her being on this Housewives show helps them to do that. So moving on, Emily is worried about the biscuits and muffins that she ate earlier, because now Heather is passing her some jacket to put on. She's like, it's gonna be like an oversized jacket, you know, for everybody's gonna have one on, and it just goes along with the look. I just feel like Heather, I don't know if it was the way they edited it, but she was like really talking about Emily's figure and really differentiating how much bigger Emily was than everybody else. But Emily, she got a complex. Like she just feeling like she this big girl or whatever. Even though she go and work out at the gym every fucking day. She done had surgery. She's trying to maintain it. She still be eating, but I think she's killing herself trying to be skinny. I think that's like the California thing to do. But it's like Emily has body image issues, and I think that Heather, unbeknownst to her, played into it. I don't think Heather meant anything by it, and I don't think she meant to body shame Emily. But I think Emily felt body shamed because she was the only one wearing jeans and everybody else was wearing another type of pants. So she's like, "Are you making me wear? Did you tell me to bring jeans because you don't have any pants to fit me?" And I'm like, Emily, you're not that big, girl. Maybe you need to go model with some black women because you be the skinniest one in there. I don't know. But yeah, Emily got some severe body image issues, and um that's kind of sad to me. Emily, even though she's annoying as fuck, she does have a nice body. So moving on, before the festivities start, Heather is over there talking to Tamara, and Tamara's still talking about Shannon drinking. And she's talking about, Alexis should be heard, and, John has a point too. And she over here defending Alexis and John. You don't even really like Alexis like that. You actually think Alexis is annoying and she talks too much. But because you don't have a storyline, Tamara, you over here diving into the bullshit. Because that's just what you do. And Heather is like, you know what? I really don't have the capacity to be talking about this right now. Then she also goes into telling Heather, Tamara tells Heather that Gina told Katie that the only reason why she hangs out with Heather is because of her real estate connections. And Heather is like, I really don't have the capacity to be dealing with this right now. Like right before this fashion show, this is crazy. Gina over here talking shit. So Tamara's just spilling all the tea because Katie done told her that, and Katie told her that, Gina was really the one that was behind all these paparazzi pictures and stuff. So Tamara is like, you need to give Katie a chance because I think you really would like her if you give her a chance. Heather has already written Katie off on her taxes, okay? She like, you lied about me and some damn paparazzi. Girl, bye. Boo and bye to you. I don't care. So the fashion show commences. The fashions was not fashioning. It was just like an oversized leather jacket and some leather leggings and stuff. It's like little coats or whatever. But the foundation is cool. It's all about supporting the alphabet community or whatever, and making sure that young kids can be whatever they want to be. Like they feel supported. And I love the fact that Terry was there, and especially Heather said that one of their children, I think her girls is one of her girls is a lesbian. So I don't know. Moving on. So Gina, everything is over. Then all of a sudden, Gina is feeling like everybody got a problem with her. So Heather is like, let's talk about it at another time. Yeah, I heard some things, and maybe we just need to have a conversation at another time. And Gina is like, girl, what? I don't like that. if you got a problem with me or you feel like there's something that needs to be said, don't tell me we gonna talk about it another time. Cause Gina's like, somebody told me that you got a problem with me or is something going on. I just want to know what's going on. And Heather was like, yeah, there was something said apparently, but we're gonna talk about it another time. This isn't the right time. And I'm like, who the hell is Heather? It's like Heather is the warden and everybody is just pining after her affection. So Gina's like, okay. So Gina instantly gets pissed off. She's like, I don't got time for this. Like, I ain't got time for no tell me later type shit. Tell me now. But then Gina ends up walking off. So Tamara tells Katie that she went on and told Heather all the stuff that she told her. And Katie's like, ooh, Gina's really going to hate me now. I'm like, Katie, you really could have just let all this mess go. It just really wasn't that daggone deep nor that serious. So, y'all, moving on. The ladies get in gear to get on up out of there. Shannon is like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I don't got time to be talking to y'all. I'm gonna get on the flight and get the hell on. So Alexis kept trying to talk to Shannon, kept trying to speak to her, because when Shannon was putting her jacket and the clothes on for the fashion show, Alexis was like, oh, that's cute. Yeah, that looks good on you. And Shannon turned around real fast, like, I know this bitch is not talking to me. Leave me the hell alone. And Shannon says, listen, I done told y'all I don't want to talk to her. Get her out of here and get her out of my face. So Shannon goes back to the room. She don't even stick around to be having extra cocktails and kikis with them. And she gets on the plane and takes her ass home. So moving on, everybody is stunned. Shannon then stormed out. It's the next day. Everybody gets up and Gina said that she's having a swing of emotions. She's, going through it with Travis. She's talking to Emily. She getting all sad and crying. And she's like, I don't know if I made the right decision. Everybody hates me. Heather's mad at me. Travis is mad at me. I just don't know what to do. Katie is talking to her husband and telling him what's going on, talking about Heather and Gina. And he basically like, yeah, Gina sound like she a backstabber. I'm like, you over here gossiping with your husband, girl. I'm like, okay, girl. If I be gossiping with my husband, it ain't a whiff. He'll hear me and be like, okay, you done? He don't be giving a damn about none of this shit I'm talking about. So everybody get ready and they go bike riding. So they go on a bike ride at the vineyard. This is right before they all got to get on the damn plane to go back. So they all go get on a bike and bike it over to the vineyard. So they sitting down having drinks and carrying on. And here go Alexis, still pleading her damn case about John. But the biggest thing is the whole thing with Katie and Gina blows up, where finally Gina is like, listen, I don't waited long enough. Somebody go ahead and spill the beans on what the hell going on, because Heather walking around like, how your mama, you did something, you was cutting up during the day and your mama was like, you know what? I'm gonna whoop your ass when we get home. But then they take you to go get ice cream, butter you up, and do all the things so you don't, so you won't, so you'll forget, right? Then you get home and they like, oh yeah, it's time to collect. Get the belt, lay across this bed real fast. Come on, get this butt whooping. And I'm like, wait a minute, you done took me to get ice cream. We done went and played in the ball pit. I went to the playground. I had a good old time. Now you about to whoop my ass? Like, damn, I thought you forgot. That's how it was with Katie, Gina, and damn Heather. Heather had Gina waiting all this time for her to go on and tell her what the hell the problem was. So Gina was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. Tell me what the fuck going on. So Tamara ends up saying, yeah, Katie, blah, blah, blah. Katie said this, and Heather, basically confirms it. So Heather is like, yeah, Katie said that you were using me for my real estate connections. And, Katie was like, well, yeah. So Gina was like, I never said that. She was like, you are lying. Like, you are basically flat out lying. I did not say that. And she's like, what real estate connections would I use you for? I don't have any connections for you. I run my business by myself. I don't need your connections. So apparently Heather knows the Altman brothers. So she thought Katie was trying to say, because she knows that Heather knows the Altman brothers, that was the connection she was looking for. And Gina was like, I've never ever said that. Like, I don't need you for that. I didn't even know you had any real estate connections. I didn't even think you knew anything about real estate besides buying all these damn houses. That's it. So Heather is over there like, well, you're right. And I'm like, Heather, did she ever ask you for a real estate contact? But I guess Heather like, well, I wasn't gonna give you one anyway, because if you did, after what she done said, then I know good and damn well I wasn't about to be helping your ass because you talking shit. So Gina was like, I never said any of this. I can't deal. I can't deal. So they end up apologizing to each other. And even Emily was like, Gina has never said that. She's never said that she wants to use you for your contacts. So Katie is sitting there with a straight face, like looking at Gina like, I don't know what you want me to do. She's just like, I want you to admit. Katie is looking at Gina like, I want you to admit that you set me up. And Heather is just like, girl, I don't even care anymore. Let's just let it go. Who cares about the paparazzi picture comment? It is what it is. Let's just move on. So Katie and Gina end up hugging. Child, I don't know. Katie, that was a bit exhausting. It really was. You doing all of this because you really got to be right that bad. You really got to let Heather know that Gina set you up over this paparazzi thing. You should have known not to say anything about the paparazzi photos. Even though I do believe Gina did set you up for that, you got to take an L for listening to it. But that's that on that. So they end up hugging it out. Gina is throwing a tantrum because she's like, I'm going through too much. Travis this, Travis that. Everybody's like, we're your friends. We love you. We're here to support you. We got your back. I'm like, unless y'all about to build her another piece of house to accommodate Travis and they 11 million children, it is what it is. I also don't like how in this moment, Tamara just kept on interjecting and trying to give her 10 cents of nothing. Like, Tamara, please, please, Tamara, be quiet. Sit down somewhere. Ain't nobody asked you nothing. You just keep on ad-libbing and talking a whole bunch of nothing. You are providing absolutely nothing in this moment. And even Gina told Tamara to shut the fuck up, because I don't think Gina really liked Tamara because she don't like the way that Emily and Tamara are getting closer, which is a whole nother story. Gina thinks that Tamara is a damn liar. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's it, y'all. I ain't got no more. Real Housewives of Orange County is very, very good. Y'all need to watch these episodes. The next time I am going to do this review, I think I'm going to watch the show and do the pre-recorded where I'm like going scene by scene. That's what I'm going to do. Because I need y'all to really get the full picture of what's going on here. These women are batshit crazy. Okay? And it's also interesting to see, the others have some conflict, just keeping it honest and real. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching the Real Housewives of Orange County with us too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out. I don't know how to get out. Bye, y'all.